Yo, what's up? Welcome back to part 4 of our UK hardcore / hardstyle from scratch. It's a very simple project looking at it, but it's starting to sound really good. I'm going to show you what we came up with last time. Today is going to be more focused on mixdown, mastering, and ear candy. So those 3 important things. But before we get into that, I just want to say I have a new track coming out next week. Or is it this week? I don't know, but it's coming out on the 26th. It's called Silence. It's the second Rave Room release, and it's the first Rave Room release which is going to be on Beatport, so I really need your guys' help to try and get into the top 10. That would mean a lot because I want to grow this label to be one of the best of the rest, because I want to release your guys' music. So the better the label is, the better it's going to help you guys. If you want to be a part of the label, I have a demo email, raveroomdemos@gmail.com. Can't guarantee that I'll reply, but I do listen to the demos. If you want guaranteed replies, feedback, if you want to Skype me and show me demos privately, then join the Rave Room Patreon, which is also in the link and in the description. That's basically just for label related stuff. Thought it would be cool to start up something separate, offering exclusive things like wallpapers and stuff. Ollie James will always be about the production side, the sample packs and stuff like that, if you want to help to get better as a producer. But if you want feedback on your demos and stuff, the Patreon is the place to go. So I hope to see you guys over there and send me some fire stuff, because I have one of my Patreons. I'm working on a collab with him that he sent me a while ago, and that one's going to come out next, and it is sick. So hopefully I can do more of the same with you guys. So what have we got? We have this so far. So that's what we have. We're going to try and mix it. Now, to finish this track, I would probably need about 3 episodes, like 3 hours or something, just to do all the real final details, which I am going to do because I am going to release it, but I'm not going to bore you with all that stuff. So what we're going to do today is just try and get a rough finished demo, showing you what I do in my process and hopefully help you guys with finishing your own stuff. So first we're going to need an intro, and with my intros I pretty much like to just do a drop straight back. Don't think we're going to bring the bass in. This could work though. We'll add a little ARP or something in there, but as an intro, it's pretty much it. You know, it's pretty much the vibe. You want to have something interesting, but at the same time, you don't want to give too much away, right? You want it to be a little bit different from the drop. Now it's using the same drums, but the drop's going to hit differently. It's different, right? So first drop, we need a little bit of work in here. Ear candy stuff, I think, like some more effects, maybe some screeches or whatever. Let's see if I can find the screech that I used. Oh, actually, we'll use the Enter the Rave screech, which is pretty nice. Love this one. So it's in 140 BPM, so I need to stretch it up. Probably murder the sound, but E, D sharp. So I need to duck a little bit more of the low end out of this screech. And this end of the rave screech man sounds sick. So put the end of the rave screech in the drop as well, because it's a nice filler. Also pre-drop might work. It's a great filler for the pre-drop actually. Like this. And where else can we use it? We can use it in this breakdown part. This drop needs a lot of work on the mix down, but we'll work through slowly. I think this is starting to sound more full. The end of the rave wob I like as well. It doesn't need to be pitched down too much. I like that. So what else do we need? This would actually be pretty sick, but it's just gonna sound like the rave remix. What we can do is add to the side bass. I think the side bass is really nice, but it's not as good as it could be. Basic actually. So what we could take is like a little hi-hat or something. Let's jump into the Kashmir drums, cymbals, close. And what we're gonna do, actually I really like this hat, the standard FL hat, and we're just gonna drag it on top. And then we need to do a little bit of work. I've showed you this technique before, stumbled upon it as an accident, but it adds a real nice attack to your sounds. We're going to go to the mixer track and we are going to add a camel crusher to distort the sound. I love this sound. You just want to shorten it so it sounds in tune with the other one. We're also going to use a transient master because we want this to be really clicky and full of attack. So we're going to go to the transient master, up the attack, reduce the sustain so it's a lot more sharp. And this should sound much better than it did before. A little bit loud right now. It's just going to take a little bit too much of the attention away from the main sound, but it should sound good in the mix when we mix it down. We can EQ. We don't really need to take much low end out because there's not much, but we want to boost the highs. Could try making it mono as well to really tighten it up. See if we can try and get it in key as well. In addition to that, we can also add a good old Kashmir top layer as well if we want to try and make it even bigger. So we're going to go to, since I'm still using this year's on, something like that maybe. but obviously we wouldn't process it the same way because we don't want that big distortion on it. But we do need a nice sidechain and an EQ. Transient master can't hurt. Let's try this. Need to EQ some of the lows out from this because it's clashing a little bit. Without it, it sounds pretty thin. Need to go in here and shorten it a bit. So that's how you fatten up a side bass and how you make something quite cool and unique and your own. I just want to make sure I got the right key here. This is going to be embarrassing. Yeah, it's D sharp. Need some sort of fill here, like a long drum fill maybe. Let's go in my own sample packs for that. Disco. Let's look for a disco one. So drum fill. It's not right. See, this doesn't sound in key. So we definitely want a riser in here. Oh, okay, so yeah, we put that on a separate one. We're going to go to kickstart and we're going to sidechain it. Also reduce the volume. So we can try some cool stuff with the little altar boy here, and shift the formant like this. Oh no! Please let me get on no put. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna create an automation for this. I like how the vocal says fall and the actual vocal itself falls as well. So what we're going to do is add to this with some of those June presets I was talking about last time from Stu Infinity. We're going to try and use a trancier sound. So we're going to put it on the same mixer track, same chords, and look for, I'm pretty sure there's a nice trance one. Try these. Do like that. Okay, so let's focus big on the mix down right now. We've got our intro pretty much. We need to add ARP in there. Mix down wise, we need to fix this a little bit. So do you know what, for 2 hours work to make a full track, 2.5 hours or something, it's turned out really well. We're gonna just go through and make sure everything's mixed. So kick and bass I like. Kick, bass and lead. Bit dirty there, isn't it? Leads need to be a little bit louder, I think. So I'm happy with that. Let's move on to the next thing. Now let's mix these. Now this bit is where lots more elements come in, so we need to mix those individually again. This one's quite problematic in the mix. Sounding good though. So this snare is quite loud, need to reduce that. Let's pan the hats to the left, it also gives them more space in the mix and won't drown out on top of everything else. You can also add that riser in as well. So I think the drop's pretty much mixed now, that was pretty quick. quickly cut off there because my Apollo Twin sound card shuts off whenever it wants, so I can't hear anything, so I have to reboot it, and when I reboot it, OBS freaks out, FL Studio freaks out. So where were we? We were mixing this first drop. Hopefully I edited it together pretty smoothly like a boss, but we'll see. Yeah, I want to increase the volume of this bass shot. So I'm gonna go to mixer track 7 and I'm just gonna EQ it to be a little bit louder in this section of the drop, and then just can go quiet in the second drop. Got a pitch problem going on there, so I'm just going to do that. Yeah, that should work actually. Intro wise, we need an intro ARP. It's pretty dead right now, so if we have a little ARP in the background, we can just filter up. It should work pretty well. So we're just going to draw a long note and go to Nexus. Try and find some ARPs. That's pretty sick. Oh, I love this. So we're going to play with the cutoff of this, and we're going to EQ it and sidechain it. That's what I like to do with my intro ARPs. It's important to have an ARP because it really fills the gaps in the mix. So kickstart, as I said before, and an EQ as well before that. Just cutting out the lows and stuff. Not at all what I wanted. I'm going to use this as a mid bass. So just going to draw little automations like this to keep it interesting and to keep it moving throughout, and it should sound pretty good.